seeing today is we're seeing our numbers and the way we're trending is really driven a lot by people's ability to say no to government, and how much of the managing the situation of the coronavirus is actually being political more than anything else.
It's not so much that the majority gets its way, it's that the loudest voices seem to have disproportionate impact.
The polarization is so intense, it tends to suck all the air out of the room and make rational dialogue on issues of importance to all of us very difficult. At every level, both personally and professionally, there is an almost unprecedented level of uncertainty. You always want to be prepared for when opportunity presents itself. Our strategy, which was already in place, was, given where we are at the end of a cycle pre-COVID, is not to have large land acquisition costs.
So for us, how do we make sure we come out of this as whole as possible? No layoffs, no furloughs, no loss of people, no loss of value. That was the first thing we did. So we're working a lot on accelerating things that we wanted to see happen maybe over 5 or 10 years that are probably going to happen in a shorter period.
Retail was troubled before COVID hit. I think one could argue that what COVID has done is accelerated the inevitable in retail.
If you look at the history of quote-unquote retail, it's always evolved over time. Obviously, the pandemic has to be brought under some control to change people's behavior, but the effective demand is there. The question is timing.
Whether it's retail or whether it's office, I think that we need to be thinking of the space as a space that attracts people for a unique experience and for a place that becomes more of a social experience.
The interest in and need for affordable housing is probably greater than ever. Affordable housing is viewed as a resource issue often. We need more subsidies, and that's true. But I view it more within the context of land use. There's a complete disconnect, not intentional, between populations being served and the people in the real estate world who are serving them.
If you create an incentive for a developer, an incentive for a city to provide housing, and take the mindset of affordable housing as a mitigation, but as a social need, I think we start shifting the way we think about affordable